All right, rock and roll.
Makes sense for
Okay, I think we're ready to rock. Headphones are good, so at least I'm not muted. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. It is 8:59, really 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join me today and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and go over the markets and see what's happening today. I did do an Instagram live yesterday. I am working from the office. I don't have a webcam here. I have a webcam at my home office. But either way, you hear my voice, get the information, not see my face. Let's go. Dow is up 285 points. Nasdaq up 111. S&P futures up 34. Russell up 0.90%. 10-year yield down 2.755% is where it is. Dollar index is sliding post PPI. We'll go over that number here in a second. 104.78. Volatility index 1977, up 0.15%. Crude oil is up 1.33% from an OPEC meeting. They were talking about supply. $3.09 for gasoline futures, up 1%. Gold flat, 18.12 an ounce. Silver 20.52, down 1%. Euro dollar is up 103.46. Dollar yen is coming down 131.94. We've been talking about the dollar every day, and we're breaking down below the trend line. Remember, we were here. We said we're going to retest that trend line to the downside. That's going to go ahead and push equities, hence why we're trading calls. Bitcoin futures up 5.43%, right near 25,000. Ethereum 1931. I read somewhere today that if we get the ETH merge date today, it's equivalent to a BTC triple halving. I don't know what any of that means, but I guess that sounds great. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and start with a macro. Of course, PPI. Let's get that information. I did put that up on Instagram this morning. PPI producer price index is negative 0.5%. Consensus was plus 0.2%. PPI excluding food and energy, which is core, that's 0.02 to the upside versus the 0.4% estimate. 0.2 versus 0.4. PPI personal consumption down 0.7%. PPI final demand revised from June. It's 1% from 1.1%. So pretty good. Still elevated, but pretty good. I mean, that's why the market is liking it. If you guys remember yesterday on Instagram Live, someone was asking, you probably didn't see it if you didn't see it live, that what was our call for today? And I said higher. We're going to get to 4,250. That was my target. Really, 4,300 is my main target, and that still stays within this megaphone here, right? So again, 43.27 is your 200 day. If we start selling and breaking above that, that really tells the tale that it may be the bottom is in, and we'll see. The good news here is that we broke out of this resistance here, and now we're starting to get to a possible next one. And where does that line up? To 4,300. That's pretty much the level I'm looking for to possibly play on some weakness. I just want to ride this momentum here. Previous resistance is now support, 41.86. So again, if you are going long futures, again, 41.86, 41.80 would probably be a good stop loss. If you're looking to go short, then you probably want to wait for this break to come first, and then we'll go from there. Again, every day is different, so we'll see what we get. Let's go to yields first as we keep it in the macro. It's down today. So again, we're still just kind of consolidating here between 2.85 and around 2.6, let's call it. So again, still have that head and shoulders formation. Really what we need to get is below 2.6, 2.575 to get lower rates. That'll help home building stocks. That'll help the consumers that are looking to buy a home or possibly refinance. Who knows? Dollar index. Dollar index, again, that trend line, still down. If we start drawing another trend line, now it starts getting interesting. Let's see if we can start drawing this here. So we'll connect this here, and we'll see how much it goes. Okay, so we got a little bit of a trend line, not the best. Again, if we go and buy these two, or you can go by these two, it's broken. But again, we'll just go by this here. So next support on dollar should be around 104.10. That could probably get us on S&P 42.75, let's just say, if we do tap that. So again, let's go ahead and keep this as our support as we broke down this Fibonacci level, which was the previous high. So let's go ahead and go to the weekly chart, give us a little more color. And again, remember, this 105 level was that 100 retracement, but I have to redo it because we had higher highs. But again, on the monthly, you could see we did tap that pretty damn closely and we rejected. So again, still kind of basing it here. I put this chart up on Instagram. Take a look at it. Again, I still think we have some room to go on the dollar. But in turn, that'll help commodity prices. So again, that means oil and gas companies will start looking mighty attractive once we start hitting some key levels. Crude oil, if we go ahead and go to the hourly, again, nice bounce today above the 200-day on the hourly. Resistance probably around 94.63. If we break that, then we got until 98.78. If we go to the daily and kind of give us a little more color here, you can see the 20-day and the 200-day are starting to cross. So again, not exactly a death cross by any stretch, obviously. That would be the 50 and the 100, but a 200, excuse me. You have the 200-day right there. That could be your resistance right around 94.88. I would not go run out buy energy stocks quite yet. We could start retesting 90 as well. If we start breaking 84.61, we're going lower. But my call is that we'll probably consolidate around 90. I want to see if we can actually retest 88 and hold it, and then that'll kind of give us maybe a shot at going long. If you kind of look at it as the possible inverse head and shoulders formation, if you are bullish, you want to retest 96 and then retest the the shoulder line here to around 94. So kind of keep it that way in your back of your head. Let's go ahead and see if we can get to 96, get back to around where we are now, 93.50, and then we can start heading higher. Obviously, I can't go to the other screen here. Can't see it. That would be an inverse head and shoulders, and then we can start talking about triple-digit crude oil, where energy companies benefit, and that's where I would want to go long on energy. So let's go to the things I'm looking at today. I still have Netflix open for our members. Again, nice little break here. We are green on it currently, about 22%. It is up pre-market about $1.80. We should be able to catch that this morning. Boeing, I got as high as 38%. I just wasn't quick enough to send it out. That was on, I believe, Monday. And then we're just kind of knocking, and then we're going to probably go higher. I think we get to 175 by the end of the week. So stay strong if you have Boeing. I still have it as well. The other one, we played Apple yesterday. We caught it. I believe that is actually in the money now. We have the 1-7 calls. I have a runner for it. Well, I don't have a runner. They have a runner. I still have my position, so I'm still holding Apple calls, and it's for next week. Let's see. I know I had one other chart to go over. Netflix, Boeing, we got S&P. Just Netflix and Boeing, right, Kevin? That's what we had?
Yes.
Yeah, Netflix and Boeing. Netflix and Boeing. Oh, yeah, Disney. I sent this out on Discord as an unusual options activity. The 120 calls for September. It's now at 123. If you got it, bravo. If you didn't, no worries. Again, I should have sent it officially. I'm in it. So again, I'll post it on UOA for our Discord members. If you caught it, awesome work. Awesome work. But again, you remember what happened with us with Ford. That sucked. So we got it right. Sometimes you get it right. Let's answer some questions. Good morning. This is from JJ. What's your targets for Bitcoin and Ethereum short-term, medium-term? All right, we're just going to go with futures here. So I don't have to log into the Bloomberg terminal at this very moment. I have it on my iPad. We'll go to the daily, kind of give us a little bit of scenery of what's happening. If you guys remember, we did buy that bottom on the log chart around 18.3. That's looking pretty good. Starting to really start cooking here on Bitcoin. If you're looking for short term, I expect if equities go higher and the dollar continues to slide, 28,723, there's a gap to fill right there. That'll be my medium term target for upside on Bitcoin, which I expect to go higher. And then one more medium term as well at 2637 on Ethereum. I guess medium term would be the next 9-10 months, let's just say, I guess 6 months if you want to say it. 6 months is kind of rich, but we'll go with 10 months. But that's where we are, 26.25. Again, we need the dollar to come down. NVIDIA today seems bullish. Yes, we were actually discussing that in our morning staff meeting with the team. We are now at the 100-day moving average on the hourly. Excuse me. On the hourly. Let's take a look if there's any gaps to fill. Oh, yes, there is one. 186.73. So you could target 190 calls for next week or the 186s, or not 185, excuse me. That would probably be your next target. 185s may be a little rich. So I would do the 190s. Again, let's see how we open first. Let's see the volume, but that's going to be on my board today. That's going to be on my watch list, NVIDIA. Thoughts on Chinese real estate bubble and huge number of potential mortgage defaults when real estate's approximately at that 35% GDP. Wow. Who knows? To be completely honest, I really don't believe the data that China comes out with anyways. It might be even worse than we know. So at least let's keep that information in the back of our minds. Um, does a China real estate market really affect us? I'm talking about the US now. I think the United States would not be sad if that happened. We want less influence of China in economic activity. Sure, we do use their supply chains and such, but can't really say the United States strategists are actually crying any tears for the Chinese real estate issue. The Chinese could always do stimulus. The Chinese are a communist capitalist hybrid, I guess, if you want to call it. But they'll just print money or yuan just to fix that. Just like they did with Evergrande, they're going to bail them out. So I can't say it's a huge concern. I don't stay up at night thinking about it, but it's something to watch for. Yes, it is important, kind of, if you are, I guess you have emerging market exposure. But again, even the numbers you're seeing from China may not even be real, so it might be even worse. Also, Walmart and Dollar General. Well, there's two companies that benefit from lower inflation. Am I right? Well, they are up about a whole dollar pre-market. So, and that's, oh no, excuse me, that's Walmart. This is Waste Management. So Waste Management is up. I like Waste Management for a dividend long term. So again, this is a company that is still breaking out in the yearly. So again, pretty good company. I actually like this stock. You own it long term, and it's pretty stable as it gets. You always need, trash collection. In terms of Dollar General, this is where inflation helps, lower inflation. It is up $4 pre-market. This is all PPI, guys, right here. We had a lower than expected PPI. So that's helpful for businesses. That means it could be more profitable. That means margins are going to get better because raw commodity costs are going down. So keep an eye on the cyclicals that they may benefit from a weaker dollar and a lower than expected headline number. BABA, is it a good level to enter? If you're talking about the stock itself, I own it. It is risky, as you know. If you want to see what risk looks like, this is how it looks like, 319 to 92. But hey, man, if you like roses, you might get stabbed by the thorn, right? That's just how it goes. The good news on BABA is that there is a gap to fill at 96.39. If we break 94.80, maybe you can go ahead and possibly go for the 100 calls and try to squeeze a couple of points out of it. At BABA, I've been burned so many times, so I can't really say that I want to jump in on it. Can Tesla finally pass the 200-day? Been lagging lately. Well, we don't know how many shares Elon has sold either. And let's go in the hourly. You see that 100-day right around 889. I talked about this yesterday. 900, 910 is what we're looking for. I don't think we get there, to be honest. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. If we do, really your target is 940. Not a lot of edge, really, unless we're expecting some big news, and I don't. So I think there's better instruments to trade than Tesla without paying such a high premium. You could always just trade the Qs, and the Qs look a lot better on the chart. We had Qs for this week. We had it for Wednesday expiry trend momentum. If we would have just had it for this week, we probably would have got it. So things happen. You're right sometimes, but sometimes you're wrong because with options trading, guys, it's not just being right. You have to be right on time, which is not easy. So that's something that we explain on our masterclass, one-on-one teaching. I talked about that yesterday. Again, the lifetime signals for masterclass ends September 1. If you're grandfathered in, don't worry about it. You'll have lifetime access. If you're a current student, you're chilling anyways. But if you were looking to join masterclass, guys, there is not going to be any more lifetime signals. If you want to join, that's when you want to do it by September 1st. You can go ahead and shoot us a DM. You can shoot us an email, garcapital@gmail.com, or you can just comment below for information. We'll go and leave it there, guys. Let's make it a great trading day, and I'll catch you later today for the aftermarket recap. Cheers.